The favorite was probably my favorite. Hey, I'm Amy and welcome back. Today I am checking my last film for the Best Picture nominees off the list. The Favorite, starring Olivia Colman, Rachel Weisz, and Emma Stone. It is directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, and I had heard some things about this film being crazy and weird, just like just crazy and weird, like all Yorgos Lanthimos films are. And I don't think I've seen any of them, but I have seen the trailers for The Lobster, and it's one that I really wanted to watch. I just haven't had the chance to yet. This did not get as weird as I would have thought it would. That sounds so weird. This did not get as weird as I thought it might, because The Lobster just looks crazy, and then this, it's like The Favorite, it's only very weird at the beginning to me, and then the rest of it, maybe it's just because I got used to it, the rest of it felt very normal. But there is a lot of random fisheye. I don't know. I tried to figure out why he was using it in some spots, but I could not figure out for the life of me why he was using this random fisheye in some scenes. It did look really cool, but at the same time, it just felt odd, which I think is the point maybe. Although sometimes I did notice that the fisheye warps the frame, it makes something look a little bit more comical than it should be. And at some points, I did notice that it was used on a scene or a shot after one that it probably would have been more comical use on. I don't think that really means anything, but that's just something I noticed, that using the fisheye on a shot previously probably would have made it a little bit more funny, but that's just me. And he also used the fisheye a lot as a device to set up a new location, especially when they are outdoors, like when they are shooting the pigeons. I feel like it was used the most as an introduction to that, or scenes where it's kind of the camera panning around and it's a big open space, like when Rachel Weisz's character is meeting with some of the diplomats. I'm only very briefly going to talk about the cast because I did go in depth into my thoughts on their performances in a breakdown of the Best Leading Actress and Best Supporting Actress over on my Patreon, kind of talking about who I thought might win. But very quickly, Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz were nominated for Best Supporting Actress. I really liked their performances. Rachel Weisz, she felt very subdued, did not really stand out to me. She was a lot more serious compared to Emma Stone and Olivia Colman's characters. And Emma Stone, I feel like, is such a great actress. She can chameleon into any role that she is ever in. Sometimes you don't even know who Emma Stone is, you just know her as the character that she is, because she's different in almost every single role. And finally, Olivia Colman, she stole the show for me. I absolutely loved her performance, and I would love to see her win Best Actress. Don't know if that's going to happen, but I loved her performance as Queen Anne. She can turn her emotions on a dime, and she has such a great physicality in her face that it stood out to me, especially as Queen Anne got sicker throughout the film. And to wrap this up, I talked a little bit about, I can't remember, it's been a while since I did my Green Book review, how I did not like Green Book as a period piece. It just felt very safe, and it didn't feel anything new or different. But BlacKkKlansman and a lot of the other films that have been nominated for Best Picture or been nominated for something else are almost all period pieces, and they do a really great job of doing something different in the period piece genre and their own respective genres as well outside of the period piece. The Favorite does so many different things. It's totally different. It's set in 18th century England. It still has that 18th century England feel, but because of Yorgos Lanthimos's direction and cinematography, the way the characters acted, it has a totally different feel, and it's totally different than any other 18th century period piece film that I have seen. And this film has been very divisive. I know a lot of people who do like it. I know a lot of people who don't like it. Mostly for the cinematography and the directing and acting, how strange it can get, is why a lot of people do or do not like it. I obviously do really like it, but let me know your thoughts on the favorite or any other Best Picture nominees, and I will see you on Saturday, tomorrow, for a breakdown of my predictions for who is going to win every single thing at the Oscars. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really truly do appreciate every single one of you. Let me know who you're in the comments down below, and let's be friends. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe if you're new, because I'll talk all things movies, TV shows, filmmaking, history, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye!